Hello, Tim from Fairplay Now on the 12th of May 2022, and I've got a superb video recommendation for you, but I'll come on to that at the end of the video. It's not going to be a huge one. I've just got a couple of interesting news items that I've come across today. One, apparently, basically some of the EU institutions have decided that muzzles will no longer be required or be mandatory for air travel within Europe. So if you're going on EasyJet or Ryanair or anything like that to anywhere in Europe or any of the other European airlines, apparently you will not have to muzzle up as from the 16th, I think that is, so only a few days time. So if you've got something booked and you're going away soon after the 16th, you should sort of be able to get away without having to put one of those dreadful things on. So that'd be great. The other bit of news I saw was apparently old Billy G, you know, the computer guy turned kind of mega sort of expert in all things Lurgy-fied and Big V-fied. Not because, of course, he's got any kind of medical qualification, but just because he's a billionaire with lots of money to dole out. Well, apparently he himself has got the Lurgy. He's sort of said that he's tested positive and that he's got that thing. And, well, that says two things to me, or one of two things to me. Either he is not had the big V, despite the fact that he's said he's had all of them, or on the other hand, it means that the big V isn't particularly effective if he has had them all and he's got the Lurgy. So it's hilarious, isn't it, that he has apparently got the thing. So I don't know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I'm sure many of you have got some very ripe things indeed to say about that man. So coming back onto this video recommendation, I'm going to put it onto my website under must-see videos, under that section of my website. So I'll leave a link to my website in the description box below here, and then you'll have to just click through on that to my website, and then from there it'll be the first big red button you see at the top of the page, and go through to this video. And it's a very interesting conversation between this American lady, I don't know who she is, and a guy called Rob. Now, quite a few months ago, probably 8-9 months ago now, one of you guys who subscribes to my newsletter recommended, well, I think they just started sending them through to me, sort of a newsletter from a guy called Rob, and it's the guy who is being interviewed. So it's quite interesting to actually see what the guy looks like, because up to now I've only ever sort of just read stuff from him, so he's just been like a faceless author. So it's good to put a face to the name. And I'll tell you what, his newsletters are absolutely sort of fantastic. You know, I look forward to reading them, and he's been a truther for a good long while, and sort of most of the things that he predicts and come out with have proven to be true. Not because he's some kind of ultra clairvoyant psychic or anything like that, but because when you're in the know, you can work out what the plan is, and then it's just a simple case of, well, you know, I predicted that because that's the next phase of the plan. You know, it's a bit like if I told you I was going on a train journey from Sussex to London, and then London to Birmingham, and then Birmingham to Manchester, and you knew that, and you know, that's all pretty mundane stuff. But if you kind of jazzed it up a little bit and sort of said, oh yeah, I predict that this bloke here, this Tim guy, he's going to be he's going to be in Birmingham on this date and Manchester on that date. And you know, you might sort of think, wow, this person's really great because he knows exactly where this bloke's going to pop up. But no, it's not exactly rocket science if you know what the plan is, and that is really what where this Rob's coming from. Anyway, that's a little bit of a roundabout way of saying that I highly recommend this guy and his newsletter. The only trouble is it's going to be a bit difficult to get you in contact with him, as it were, because he's very low tech. Basically, the only thing he does tech-wise is his email, and he must have Zoom or something because he does these interviews from time to time as well, but he's got nothing like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter or anything like that, or a website, none of that. So I think the best way to get him in, get you in touch with him is I mentioned my own newsletter, and many of you are sort of coming on to that. So probably the best thing to do, if you're not already subscribed to my email newsletter, which is you can get onto that at fairplaynow.net/contact, and then just fill in the brief little form thing. I'll then send you through a link that you know, where you have to confirm your email and that you really do want to sort of hear from me, and then I'll send you my kind of newsletter this coming Sunday it will be, and on that I'll put Rob's email, and then what you have to do is kind of get in touch with him, tell him you've heard about his email newsletter and that you want to go onto it, and hopefully he'll put you on it. Bit of a roundabout thing, but you know, if I've whetted your appetite enough by highly recommending this guy Rob and his newsletters, you know, I'm sure you'll be sort of willing to go through the steps I've just mentioned and to eventually get his newsletter. But like I say, I'll leave a link to, as I say, my contact page to get on my newsletter in the description box below, but I'll also leave a link to the video in the description box below for you to go through and eventually see this interview, so you can get an idea, a little bit of a flavour of what this Rob bloke's all about before subscribing to his newsletter. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I've rambled on enough here. Back tomorrow. Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.